Hey, what's up? Welcome back. So today's tutorial is on this makeup look here. I was planning on doing a more natural look, but that clearly didn't happen. I ended up doing a cut crease, as you can see. I really enjoyed doing the last cut crease, so I wanted to try it again with different colours, something that's a little bit more wearable than the last one. So if you want to see this whole look come together, then please keep watching. So I'm just starting off with my moisturiser. This is the Ole Henriksen Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturiser. And again, I'm going to go back in with the Origins primer, which I still love. This is probably my 5th time, I'd say, to use it. But it's been great, so I'm going to just continue to use it. I'm going to add extra glow to my skin today, and I'm using the iconic Illuminator drops in the original shade. Gonna do a few little drips. As you can see, a little goes a long way. It just helps then when you put your foundation on, it kind of helps the glow come through a little more. I've been living for this foundation, so I'm going to continue to use it. It's the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm going to try the shade Fiji. This brush is a BH Cosmetics brush number 2, so it's a big fluffy one. You already know the drill. Shape tape. The shade in Shape Tape I use is Light. To blend this out, I'm using a Dose of Colours brush. This is a setting powder brush. Taking my Smashbox contour stick. This is I don't know what happened here, so just so you know, this, if yours doesn't look like this, that's okay. It's not supposed to. It's usually just all black. The last time I spoke about this product, I got a lot of questions asking the colour of it, and it's just contour. There is no colour. It's just contour stick. I'm going to blend this with a Smith 130 brush. I just feel like this product is so underrated. I actually feel like in general cream contour is so underrated. I don't know why more people don't use it. Or maybe they do and I just don't see them use it. I swear this cup warmer is the best thing I've ever bought. I made that coffee about probably 20 minutes ago. And I don't know about you, but I'm weird at my coffee. It has to be at a certain temperature for me to drink it and enjoy it. If it gets past that temperature and it gets too cold, it's just so gross. The cup warmer that I have, it just stays at the perfect temperature. I could be sipping on that coffee for an hour. So once we're done with that, I'm going to set my concealer and my T-zone using the Peach Perfect powder from Too Faced. And then just to set the contour and to bronze my skin, I'm going to use the Take Me Home bronze from the Balm. This is the shade Oscar. The brush I'm going to use for this is a Morphe M405 brush, which is a little smaller than I usually use for bronzer, but I don't know. I go through phases of different brushes and different techniques. So I like just a smaller brush just for a more precise placement. I had to check and make sure that I tanned my hands, because I've done that in the past where I did my self tan, went to bed, woke up the next day, hands white as and yeah, that's not fun. But I just had to make sure that I was did I tan them or not? But I did. Oh, no doubt I will make that same mistake again sometime in the future. My eyebrows are so hairy right now, so just see past the hair. I've just been letting them do their own thing for a while, because I'm just trying to get them a little bit thicker. I'm just seeing what happens. So if you see crazy little strays, just see past it, please. So this is the palette I'm using. Ooh, hello. So this is the palette I'm using today. It's from BH Cosmetics and it's their Glam Reflection Gilded palette. When I got this, I honestly fell in love with it because look at these shades. jumped out at me with all these colours, like the mustardy tones, and I'm just so into it, so I had to do a look with it. I was planning on doing a more natural look today, but I feel like that's not about to happen. I feel like this, we could go all out on this one. I'm going to start off, I'm going to take this mustardy yellow shade, 228 from Zoeva, as always. Oh. Yes. Wow. So as you can see, I basically just blended this into the crease and diffused the edges out, so it just like fades out. I'm going to take a little bit of this peach shade and taking a MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to go into the crease again. I wasn't sure how this colour was going to sit with the mustard, but it goes. So I'm just going to go straight into the darker shade here. This is a 225 brush from Zoeva. No, I don't like this brush, it's too bulky. I'm just going to change it to a 231 so it's not as bulky, it's a little bit smaller than the other one. So let's put this into the crease as well. I'm just blending it out with the MAC 217. And I'm just pressing this on the outer corner as well. So I'm going to do another little cut crease type of look. I know I only did one, but I enjoyed it, so I'm going to do another one. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Primer in Sin. So this is the metallic-y, shiny finish. And the reason I'm using this one is because of that finish that it has. I'm going to be putting a shimmer shadow on top. So it's just going to help like enhance the shadow and bring everything out. I'm just going to take a flat brush as well because I'm going to be applying it with the brush, not with the actual applicator. So I'm just going to cut the inner part of the crease, or the inner half. So I just like to map it out first because I have like a hooded eye shape that ends up just like kind of getting sucked back in basically. You know what, actually, I take it back. I'm going to actually use a bit of Shape Tape because I feel like I'm just going to get like a more precise cut on this. So before that gets too dry, I am taking this shade here and I'm going to put it in the center of the eye. So it's more so the center towards the out part, like the outer part of the eye. So once I have this bit done, now I'm going to take this golden bronzy shade and I'm going to do that on this part of the eye and blend it into this. And then just to finish it off, I'm just going to go in with the lightest shade and I'm just going to do that into the inner corner and just like slightly drag it here, so it's going like from light to medium to a deeper shade. I'm taking Marc Jacobs pencil in the shade Brownie, pretty much the usual. Going to go into my lash line, or go along the lash line should I say. I'm just blend it out with a pencil brush or any little shader brush you like. I'm going to use the mustard shade and I'm going to blend it out with that first. I may add another colour too, but I'm going to just use that one first and see. And I'm just going to soften this. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the peach shade and I'm just going to go along the lash line as well. I don't want to take away from the mustard, but I feel like I just need a colour in between the brown pencil and the mustard shade. Yeah, that looks better. I feel like it was just, the pencil was too dark and the shadow was too light and that you could see the line, but now that I've put like a middle of the road colour in, it blends it a lot better. Now I'm going to take a blue pencil. This is called Deja Blue from Marc Jacobs, of course. The only pencils I ever use. It's like a really soft blue. I don't think you're even going to see the blue, but I don't want to go too dark in here. I want to keep my eyes like brighter, so that's why I'm not going with a brown or a darker shade. Okay, you don't really see the blue. Just brightens the eye a little bit more without it being like blue. So I'm going to go back in with another bit of the lightest shade that I use on the inner part, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corner just a little more. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of the Annabelle bronzer too. I do really like this one, it's just a little bit cool. I just want to add a bit more warmth into my skin. So I'm just kind of going over this with the Annabelle. Add a bit of hula for my cheekbones. For my blush, I'm using the Marc Jacobs blush. This is the shade Flesh and Fantasy. So it's just more of like a neutral blush. It has a little bit of warmth in it. The brush I use for that is a Zoeva 126. I'm going to use the Bratman Morphe Highlight Palette again today. And the same shade I used the last time is Vacation. So it's the middle one. So fab. So now we're going on to lips. I'm just going to prime my lips with the Makeup Forever Lip Booster, because sometimes it goes a little bit too glossy and then the lipstick doesn't stick as well. But I feel if it's absorbed in, we're good to go. The lipstick I'm using is a Smashbox liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Fair Game. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you like this makeup look. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.